Welcome back to AM Northwest. A permanent interactive state-of-the-art installation is coming to the Oregon Historical Society next month. Here to share a preview, we welcome back Executive Director Kerry Tymchuk. Good to see you again, Kerry.
Nice to be here. And next month is actually just 2 days away.
2 days away,
June,
that's right.
And the exhibit opens up next Friday, June 7th.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on first, though, where I think we're still in shock and heartbroken about Bill Walton. And he contributed so much to the Portland history.
You know, although he was born and raised and spent the vast majority of his life in California,
right.
I think he regarded himself, and we do, as a son of Oregon. I mean, he was so connected with the Oregon DNA, and he loved this state and loved this city. It's a great loss. Just the sheer joy in which he embraced life.
Right.
It was just so inspiring.
And you saw that in person.
Saw that in person. Yeah. He was a great supporter of Special Olympics, Olympics Oregon. I was on the board there, and he came to activities and talked to the athletes, and just one of a kind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so.
Let's talk now about the exhibit. So you said it's going to be here a couple days.
Right.
So let's talk about why did you decide to install an exhibit about Portland?
Well, we're here in Portland, but a lot of tourists in the summer came through and would always ask, you know, we love this exhibit or that exhibit. Do you have anything about Portland?
Right.
We love this city. And it's like, you know, we're here in Multnomah County, we're here in Portland. We thought it would be a great permanent exhibit to add. It's called Rivers, Roses, and Rip City. Speaking of the Blazers, the remarkable history of Portland.
Yeah, and then there are a number of pieces. Who chooses what goes into the exhibit?
This was a couple-year-long process working with my museum team to decide from all the countless items, artifacts, documents we have that tell the story of the history and culture of Portland. It was a team process and a long process.
Do you have any favorite items that are in the exhibit?
A couple.
Okay.
You know, one, What's for Portland? Everybody remembers, or most people remember, the famous Expose Yourself to Art poster.
Oh my gosh,
that Bud Clark, who was then just a restaurateur, later to become the mayor.
Yeah.
We have the coat he was wearing
way.
in that famous photograph. Speaking of the Blazers.
Because that poster has been everywhere.
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 So, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, I interrupted
Speaking of the Blazers,
yes.
The letter that Harry Glickman, who was the founder essentially of the Blazers, sent to Bill Schonely in 1970, offering him the job of announcer for the Blazers. And there you see it at the princely salary of $25,000 a year back in 1970.
Wow,
so,
isn't that something?
And back to the pen that President Teddy Roosevelt used to sign the legislation authorizing the Lewis and Clark Centennial Exposition, which was the World's Fair here in Portland in 1905, that really put Portland on the map as the major city between Seattle and San Francisco.
Yeah,
so.
And there are interactive parts too,
Interactive parts. There's a quiz, a trivia game, Helen, that you can come over.
First of all, do not put a quiz in front of me. I won't do it. But you are a Jeopardy champion, like 4 times,
Four times, yes.
Okay, so you love the interactive.
I love trivia, yes. I love.
So tell me about some of the questions we would be answering here.
Well, a variety of them, but they relate to history, and they're all answers that you can find in the exhibit.
Okay, perfect.
So what the livestock yards, where when they had big livestock shows, when ranchers would bring their cows into Portland, what historic purpose were they later used for? Which is kind of a sad purpose. Well, it is a sad purpose.
I don't know.
They were used to house Japanese American citizens during World War II before they were shipped to the internment camps in Wyoming and Idaho.
Wow.
They stayed for months sometimes in what were pens for cows.
Right, absolutely. There is some horrible history too.
And we tell, our job is we're not the Chamber of Commerce, we're not the Tourism Bureau, we're the Historical Society.
Right.
And we tell the good, the bad, and the ugly history of that's gone
Portland,
on. So,
of the Rose City.
If there's a message in the exhibit, I think it's that Portland has always faced challenges.
Yeah.
And we've always overcome them, working together. From the floods, we talk about the floods. It's divided into 3 sections: land, water, and community.
Mm-hmm. You recently visited the White House. So tell me about that.
Well,
I mean, you have a history with politics.
I spent most of my career working for public servants, and I was very fortunate to work for many years with Elizabeth Dole, and then Bob Dole. And there you see on the screen Mrs. Dole, who was Secretary of Labor, Secretary of Transportation, the Red Cross, a U.S. Senator, now runs a foundation to help the caregivers to veterans. She received the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Wow.
The highest award a civilian in America can receive.
Yeah.
And she invited me to come back and be with her at the White House as she got the Medal of Freedom. It was just
That's
one of the best days of my
incredible.
life.
Yeah,
so,
incredible. You also have something very important to the gay and lesbian community in Portland, which is a historical piece of Darcel.
We have, about the year before his passing, Walter Cole, Darcel,
Yeah, Walter Cole.
Donated to us many of his outfits that he wore as Darcel. And in the exhibit is a crown that when he was crowned some award, the Queen of...
Sovereign Queen,
Sovereign
yes,
Queen.
right.
We have that crown there, but we have... in our collection, we have many of the dresses, including the Christmas tree dress that,
Oh, I love
came
that
with an
dress.
extension cord because it lit up. So,
That's right. I actually remember
but
that one.
Darcel, part of Portland's culture, and that's what the
Absolutely.
exhibit is too. It's not just the dry history.
Yeah.
It's the culture of
Yeah.
Portland, what unites Portlanders and brings them together, including a Tom Peterson alarm clock.
Oh, that's
Tom
perfect.
Peterson
Wake
said,
up,
wake up. So
we want to tell everyone, if you would like to find out more, go to the Oregon Historical Society. We're going to put all the information for you on our website at KATU.com. Kerry, thank you so much. Always great to see you.
great. And remember, because of a generous levy passed by Multnomah County voters, all Multnomah County residents have free admission.
Oh, perfect. We love it. All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.